Hi, I wanted to make a quick short video about a brother in Christ, a friend that has passed on, that I met actually before he was a Christian in about, I would guess, 1997. I was at a party, and he was in a heavy metal, like a punk band, and the guy had like baggy army shorts on, like combat boots, and this big huge mohawk, his purple mohawk, and he was playing, and there was like torches on stage, and they opened for this crazy band, and he was like this real energetic, angry feel, and then after that party, it was like years later, I had God had drawn me to go to this church in Waukesha, Fox River Church, through some pretty crazy circumstances, and so I went there. I ended up there on a Sunday by myself. I wasn't a believer. I just knew I needed to be there. And as I watched the worship team, I saw this guy on stage playing guitar, and he was smiling and looked like he was really enjoying himself. And they're playing this music I was unfamiliar with, this Christian music. And as I went on with the service, I didn't hear anything the pastor said, but it was so drawn to the fact that this guy, that I knew this guy from somewhere. He looked so familiar, and I realized by the end of the service that guy was that I saw up on stage, dressed nice, smiling, just had this glow about him, was this guy that I saw 4 years prior, playing in this punk band with this mohawk, And I went up, I made my way through the crowd after the service. I really wanted to talk to him and just say hi and tell him, hey, I remember you, And so I went and made my way through the crowd, and I said, hey, I remember you from this band. And he chuckled real loud. He had his big deep voice, and he said, brother, I'm so glad you're here. The Lord has richly blessed my life. I never forget that. It's, it was 20 years ago. Unfortunately, I got the news that this brother passed away this week, and it's heartbreaking. He's 53, and I knew him at church for 3 years. I worked with him. He was my boss, and he was truly a good guy. To see the transformation that Jesus did on his life was remarkable. I'll never forget that. My first entrance into a church as someone seeking God by myself, having coming out of a wild life, I seen Mike Doyle. I just wanted to tell anyone who sees this video, Lisa, if you see this video, that I'm sorry for you. We have been praying for you for the last couple months, and we'll see Mike in heaven.